Hello and greetings, everybody. I want to welcome you here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So it was a dark and stormy day out there. That's what it is here in Southern Ontario. A bit of a dark and stormy day. Anyways, we're here to do the episode that we've been doing now. This is number 10 or is this number 11? I think this is number 10. Yes, let me see here. Yeah, this is number 10. So, battle of those masterpiece albums that I have. So, for those of you new to this, haven't seen this before, basically, I've taken the 61 masterpiece albums that I have that are masterpieces to me, my personal masterpieces, and I put them in this battle. Basically, I just want to see if I really like the albums the most that I think I like the most. So those ones with that kind of nostalgic feel to them. Are they still my favorite albums, or have they kind of drifted and I'm just fooling myself? That's kind of what I'm doing here. So I've put them in 16 battles, 4 albums per battle, except for the final one, which will have 5 because we have that extra one. And I listen to each of them, one throughout the week, one night a week. I listen to one and another until I get them all done. And then I kind of decide how they still rank. So the 5 that, or the 4 we're going to do today are Rush's Fly By Night, their second studio album from 1975. Yes's 4th studio album from 1971, Fragile. Pink Floyd's 1975 album, Animals. And last, but definitely not least, Heart's 1977, Little Queen. I guess the members of Heart would probably think of this as their second album, but chronologically, I guess, Magazine is, even though it was released against their will. So anyways, those are the 4 albums we do. So what I generally do is I like to talk about the albums a bit, and then I give you my ranking. So this one was actually harder than I thought. The albums were stronger than I thought, all 4 of them. The least of which will surprise you, but at any rate, I did listen to all 4. I like them all quite a bit. We'll start with the Heart one first. So this one, released in 70. Oh, there goes the thunder there. 1977. Of course, it has that well-known classic, one of the most iconic songs, Barracuda Open. And I did love this song a lot for many years, but it's been overkilled in recent years. That's all the one they always play. And just it's a little bit overkilled. The next song, Love Alive. This is a great track, very deep cut. It's grown on me over the years too. I didn't initially like it, but I've come to like it quite a bit. The Sylvain song, same kind of thing, but maybe not quite as much. It's a little bit more pastoral in nature, I guess. Dream of the Archer, absolutely killer track. I love this song. Ann Wilson, throughout this whole album, just really shows why she's one of the queens of vocal music. She's, in fact, absolutely killer voice. Kick It Out, which is kind of one of the hits on the album, got a little bit of airplay. At one time, it was on the radio quite a bit. I don't think it's survived time. Hasn't done as well as it really should have been still doing. Little Queen, Treat Me Well, all good tracks. Say Hello, another deep cut that I like a lot. Cry to Me, which is probably, I'm going to say it's probably my favorite song on this album now. Or Go On Cry, which is the last tune, is another pretty decent song too. I do like the album cover. The back part is really good as well. Yeah, excellent album. Next up, Pink Floyd's Animals. Probably my favorite Floyd album. Probably still my favorite Floyd album. All the tracks on here are good. Oh, there we go. We're awake now. Yeah, so this one has a lot of really good heavy stuff too. This is maybe the heaviest Pink Floyd album. Of course, Dogs is a classic. Everybody loves this song. It's heavy, it's menacing, but it's also very Pink Floydish. All of the songs on here are really good. There's nothing bad about this. I do love the cover of this album quite a bit as well. Excellent, excellent album, Pink Floyd's Animals. Next up, we have, yes, Fragile. I didn't think this album would do as well with me this time around because it's kind of suffered burnout over the years from overplay, most likely. And a lot of this stuff has been played to death on YouTube and, of course, Roundabout overkill on the radio. But Roundabout is still a fantastic tune. Still well put together, lots of elements to it. Very, very great, like really good guitar, some excellent keyboard parts to it. The whole rhythm section is fantastic as well. And you got the little parts throughout this album, the Cans and Brahms, We Have Heaven, 5% for Nothing, The Fish, and Mood for a Day, all individual tracks by each of the members showing off their skill set, you know. Cans and Brahms, I like this a lot. It's probably my favorite of the Mood for the Day, which is probably my favorite. Ooh, here we're going to get some more rumbling, eh? South Side of the Sky, which might be a perfect song for today. This is maybe Yes's best song on the album, I think. I think it's the strongest song on the album. It's really good. It never loses I never lose interest in listening to it. Long Distance Runaround. It's that little bit that I think got quite a bit of airplay as well. And then, you know, you have Heart of the Sunrise, which is the bass tone is fantastic. This song is one of Yes's best underrated songs here. It's also the longest track on the album. The other two that I really like here, Mood for the Day, that classical bit was the first one that somebody tried to teach me on guitar and I wasn't able to pick it up. And then We Have Heaven, which is the John Anderson vocal part, which I really like a lot too. Both The Fish and 5% for Nothing are okay, but I never really was a big fan of either of them. But the album is still strong. I love the cover. I love the blueness of everything here. This is a Yes classic. And then probably last but not least, Fly By Night, Rush. Probably my second favorite Rush album. I love the cover. I love the blueness. I'm wearing blue today. I'm probably dressed for this album. I love all the tracks on here. Anthem probably was my first love of Rush. It was probably the first song I ever really loved by Rush. Still one of my favorite. The riff on it is different than any other riff I've ever heard. I just love it. Best I Can. Could have been on the first album, but it's really good here too. Beneath, Between, Behind. This is a very underrated track. I think it deserves a lot more attention than it gets. By Torn the Snow Dog, one of their best kind of mid-range epic songs. One of the first of those 8 to 12 minute songs that I really liked. Fly By Night and Making Memories were for a long time two of my favorite tracks on the album. I still like them a lot. They just have that mid-range kind of poppy kind of acoustic sound to them that I like. Rivendell might be one of the tracks that many people don't seem to like, but I love the lyrical part and their reference to Lord of the Rings here as well. In the end, it's kind of a heavy song. Probably would have fit better on the first album, but still fantastic here. And this is a very good album for Neil Peart to come aboard on. Absolutely killer. So Fly By Night. So that's my discussion about each of the albums. Now I'm just going to give you my rankings. This is not going to come really as a great deal of surprise. Maybe the lowest album might surprise people. I put Animals because I really wasn't into it this time as much as I thought I would be. So that's kind of why it finished in fourth spot. Fragile, I almost gave it to Fragile because of its nostalgic value, because of its the feelings I had about it. That Roundabout at one point was my favorite song. All those reasons were good reasons, but we're trying to overcome that by doing this. So I decided that I would just go based on how I felt about it today. And it just gets haired out by number 3. So it gets haired out by Hearts. Little Queen, which absolutely is an outstanding album. It may ultimately be my favorite Heart album. I haven't decided yet. But so it's going to come here second, Herring out, like just by a sliver, Fragile. And then Fly By Night won fairly easily. I wasn't really all that surprised. I didn't know if maybe Fatigue might have wore this album, but this album doesn't really suffer from burnout. I still like it. I play it fairly regularly. It's one of the 2 or 3 Rush albums that I go to on a regular basis. And yeah, so it's going to win and go on to the next round. So there you have it. My rankings for today's Battle of the Masterpiece albums. Rush's Fly By Night, number 1. Heart's Little Queen, number 2. Yes's Fragile, number 3. And Pink Floyd's Animals, number 4. Who would have thought Pink Floyd's Animals, number 4? I wouldn't have. But there you go. That's it. So I hope you've enjoyed this little adventure that I'm taking here. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want to make any comments about the 4 albums that we talked about today, or I talked about today, you can put those in the comment section below. If you like the weather, let me know. So take care. Have yourself a good day and a good evening, and goodbye.